Hey, welcome to One Word Suggestion. I'm your host, Aaron Thompson, and this week's word is election.
For inspiration, can I please get a one-word suggestion?
One word suggestion.
One word suggestion.
One word suggestion.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm Aaron Thompson, and most people think improv is just for comedy or maybe jazz music, but it also can be a very powerful tool for life. And in each 3-minute episode of this series, I use a single word suggested by you as a leaping off point to explore how developing an improvisational mindset will help you perform at a higher level, both personally and professionally, whether you have a career on or off the stage. This week's word, election, was suggested by Nicole. When George Bush Jr. was elected President of the United States, I was in Bali, happy to be far away as political power was passing from father to son. On the day after the election, I was in a cab, headed to meet my friend for breakfast, and, as one often does, found myself discussing politics with my driver. I shared that I was surprised by the election results, to which the cabbie responded, "The whole world understands. Most countries have leaders who do not represent the needs, wants, or wishes of their nation's people." This surprised me. He went on, "But if America elects him to a second term, you will lose the respect of the world." Fool me twice, eh? My Balinese driver was right. In recent years, America has, by many accounts, become less of a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. In fact, the people doing the best in America these days aren't people at all. They're corporations with the same legal rights as people. And as such, they have lobbied and bought their way into politics and elections, putting profits before people and planet. Factor in social media meddling and the odd bit of compromat, and the election discourse can quickly devolve into a meaningless mess. Love him or hate him, Trump is proof of this. When I wrote this, Trump had just become the first U.S. president to be impeached twice. COVID-19 was, and still is, on a killing spree, and the planet is absolutely in peril. Now more than ever, we need elected officials who can bring people together, who can work together, and who can make meaningful and fast change. Most governments, I hope we'd agree, should strive to make the world a better, easier, and happier place for their people, to create communities where everyone can thrive, contribute meaningfully, and reach their fullest potential, and at the very least, feel safe. But the mechanisms required to keep any form of government in place, in power, and operating in the interests of the people, or at least pretending to, are complex and often confusing. And if you look around the globe, you may observe that most elected officials don't appear to be doing a very good job. Representation of the people, by the people, for the people is a withering ideal. And in many parts of the planet, the concept has yet to even sprout. The need for personal power and control is so strong, it all too frequently usurps common sense and prevents politicians from putting aside their differences and working together for the common good. One solution might be to teach the skills of communication and collaboration early. Make learning to say yes and as important as learning the Pledge of Allegiance. Make learning to listen a requirement for high school graduation, and ingrain the idea that we is always more powerful than me. These are some of the basic takeaways of improvisation training. So, am I claiming that an improv workshop could help save the world? Yes, I am. The idea of improvisational leadership doesn't mean everyone makes stuff up, or worse, lying. It means behaving authentically, truthfully, and confidently, and working together to tackle our greatest challenges, from pandemics to a planet in peril. The impending demise of democracy demands it. Imagine if, like an ensemble of trained improvisers, our political leaders could actively listen to each other. Imagine if they could accept and build on our suggestions. Imagine if they could incorporate and align the agendas of other elected officials with their own. Imagine if they could embrace failure as an opportunity for growth and development rather than blame and cover-ups. Imagine if our elected representatives could agree to always make each other look good, support each other's actions, choices, and decisions, and work collaboratively for the benefit of all, not just themselves or their donors. The men and women we elect form part of a large ensemble whose job it is to perform for the people. And politicians, like all performers, need skills and training to do their job well. And the same goes for people playing politics inside your business. That person who puts everyone else's work down to big up themselves, or the person who constantly interrupts, or the group of gossipers who are definitely talking smack about you right now. Little cancers like these, like Trump's big lie, can eat away at psychological safety and destroy your business from within. And one of the best ways to get everyone communicating, collaborating, and moving forward as an ensemble together toward a brighter future is improv training. And that's something I think we can all vote for, regardless of political party. So that's my slightly potentially controversial take on election. Thanks for the great suggestion, Nicole. If you want to suggest a word for next week or add your perspective, drop me a note in the comments or in a review. And if you're enjoying one word suggestion, I invite you to subscribe, like, share, and all that jazz. And in the meantime, if you are interested in improv for personal growth, professional achievement, or just for fun, my suggestion is to get yourself into an improv class or book a corporate training workshop for your team. You can learn all about PowerProv's programs at powerprov.com. Thanks for listening. One Word Suggestion is brought to you by PowerProv. Please visit us at powerprov.com for more info.